person sitting outside the boundary rope, what he did was even more attractive and also playful. Now what's that?
Yeah, he's got supernatural powers clearly, with which he was trying to get the ball to scurry over the rope, and he was successful.
Now look at this, a traffic cop. Chalo, chalo, aiye, aiye, aiye.
And even the Indian players in the dugout.
Yeah.
Aao, aao, aao,
Yeah.
chalo, chalo. Excellent goal line play.
Off to 40, and those extras have been bowling on. Oh, that was close, but that was off the glove. That was close. Brilliant.
Behind that ball, look at Australia's number 3. Good delivery, very close to the leg of Kavya, and look at Bukhao there. Quick pick up and release.
Fuller wants to blast that one. Fine leg. Yeah, Bukhao once again keeps it down to 1. I think now they have settled in. If you compare the first 10 overs of boundaries, that's already been scored so much by India. White ball again. Jennifer. 40 for Fuller Soren.
Yeah, and any learnings Australia pick up today will come in handy when they take the field next, and that is going to be against Nepal, and no more in Delhi, because they are going to play next in Bengaluru at SSC Bangalore. So lots of time for them to turn things around.
Yeah, and that was another small misfield. Sunitha wants a second run, and the throw comes to the bowler end, the wrong end, and yeah, that's not the way. McKenna once again not collecting that ball well. It was Sunitha who wanted to push Fuller Soren for that second run. Make a mark for herself. A captain did not reach the century, but Fuller starts off nicely. They will want to go back for the second run. Sunitha will push Fuller Soren. Now the throwing should all be on the keeper's hand. It's an extra bounce, and once again it is the problem there of McKenna not covering the ball up, and they've just given away 4 runs. It should have been just 1. It should have just been 1.
Sunitha, not much to write home about that fielding effort, and Australia will want to take this down in their notebook, especially the team management. Direct hit, mind you, and Fuller Soren would have been heading back to the pavilion, but that elusive run out gives her a lifeline, and she smashes it into the leg side.
McKenna says no, throw in here, and that probably once again saved. We'll see that direct hit now. Was expecting that ball to hit the stumps, but that bounce, that extra bounce, I guess it hit the edge of the wicket. I mean the pitch, I'm trying to say, where it just took off from that edge of the turf. I think that's where the direct hit was not inflicted. Now Kavya on strike. I think Australia will be happy. It's not Fuller. Wide ball. In fact, a no ball even. Extras are fine, but then putting the right batter on strike is India's motto, and stopping that should be Australia. So no.
Even a 4 will take her closer to that.
Upishly played straight towards that fielder who just fell a little short in reaching the ball early. Once again, was that close enough? Samantha Hall with the throw.
Of Samantha Hall, it was a strong side.
Nicely done. Should have attacked the ball a little more early in the air. Courtney did not pick that one. I mean, what has gone wrong here with the Australian fielding unit is because
Last 2 balls of the final, over coming up.
For me, the problem is not the wide. For me, the problem is that extra run. Probably not, giving in any stoppage for that extra bye that's been taken in. Played away towards deep back with a square leg. Can she come back for the second run? And she will come back. It's the first 50 for Fuller Soren, the Baguni, the tigress of Indian batting here. in the SBI Women's T20 Cricket World Cup for the Blind 2025.
Small. Fuller on strike.
Goes on the offside this time towards deep point, and once again the story remains the same from the first ball of this innings. Julie Henderson once again just overruns the ball, doesn't get the direction of the ball, and a boundary to finish India's innings here, 266.